All right, so as we are sitting in a comfortable meditation posture with the back erect, side cast down, we can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly notice the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. We allow it to be heavy and changing. And we continue to the forehead. There's a muscle in the forehead. We can notice that it's tense or relaxed. But we are especially interested in the heaviness and change in that muscle. And we continue in this manner to the eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy and changing. We continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy and changing. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, the heels, soles,
Recording in progress.
toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy and changing. Now we can consider the impermanence and unreliability in the other parts of the body. Skin, bones, kidneys, heart, liver, spleen, lungs, intestines, brain, phlegm, blood, sweat, fat, urine, we allow all of the muscles and flesh and other parts of the body as well to be impermanent and unreliable. Restore.
Recording in progress.
Okay, I have improved my connection, so hopefully now it will be better. So we allow all of the body parts to be impermanent and unreliable. We give them the freedom to be the way they are. Now let's look at the mind. If you see a thought, then observe the reason, the condition for that thought. First you will have to find it. The condition of our thought may be attachment, expectation, worry, views, or anything else. We observe that condition. Curiously, we explore it, and if it changes, we are aware of it as well. If you don't see any thought, then observe your attitude to not seeing any thought. Are you happy about that? Are you sad about that? Worry about that? Do you have a doubt thereby? Are you angry with that? Are you bored? Whatever you see there, observe it, be curious. The more we accept impermanence and unreliability in the mind and the body, the deeper peace we can achieve. Let's look at our peace now. How does it feel? What is it? Where is it? What does it do? Peace is when you are not restless. But if you still feel restless, consider that other people are in a much worse condition than you are. For example, nobody is now beating your head by a metal stick. Nobody is insulting you by harsh words, by vulgar words. So in that way, you are actually in peace. We accept the fact that we are in peace, and as we gradually observe and develop our peace, it becomes stronger and stronger, so that it becomes very powerful and standalone, independent on any other comparison. So let's share our peace with other living beings. We'll start in the room where we are now. We don't force, we don't expect, we just allow. In our minds, voicelessly, we can wish. May all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this city or village be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this continent be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, we will make the last determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. And when we have changed the way of our sitting, we can take one more minute to enjoy the peace we gained in meditation. Now you can return to your devices if you like. Okay, hopefully everyone knows that we start about 15 minutes earlier than usually. So please always come by that time. That is actually 30 minutes ago we have started. And now we can move on to the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. Oh, I see. So you can all keep your hands together like that at the chest, which signifies that you are sincere, and you will be taking the 3 refuges, 5 precepts. I will ask you to repeat after me, and you can then reply Ama Bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. Please unmute everyone. Yamahang vadami tang vadetha. Very well. So now you can repeat after me. Aham bhante tisaranena saha pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ yācāmi. Anuggaham katvā sīlaṃ detha me bhante anukampaṃ upādāya. Dutiyampi aham bhante tisaranena saha pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ yācāmi. Anuggaham katvā sīlaṃ detha me bhante anukampaṃ upādāya. Tatiyampi aham bhante tisaranena saha pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ yācāmi. Anuggaham katvā sīlaṃ detha me bhante anukampaṃ upādāya. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So now you're going to take the 3 refuges. You take the 3 refuges because the Buddha's teachings, and Dhamma, and the community of monks, Sangha, show you the way how to be happy and not just in this life, but also in the next life, in the future. So we take refuge in these so-called 3 jewels or triple gem, in order that we have the guidance, we have the support on our way toward happiness and peace. So you can repeat after me. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi dhammāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi dhammāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. I see we have some connection problems. So now I will announce to you that going for the refuges is complete, and you can then reply, Ama Bhante, yes, Venerable Sir. So let's try that together. Sarana Gamanang Paripunnang. So now come the 5 precepts. The first precept means I follow the precept of refraining from killing living beings. Panati pata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The second precept means I follow the precept of refraining from taking what is not given. We never steal. Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The third precept means I follow the precept of refraining from sexual misconduct. We never engage in adultery, in cheating. Kame sumicchācāra veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The fourth precept means I follow the precept of refraining from false speech. We never tell lies. Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The fifth precept means I follow the precept of refraining from drinking alcohol and taking drugs. Sura meraya majjapamadatthana. Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Yes, always please just repeat what I say and not anything else. And now I will encourage you to protect these 3 refuges and the 5 precepts very well and be mindful. Why would you be mindful? Well, to realize that you are going to break one of the 5 precepts before you would ever break it, and therefore you never ever break any of the 5 precepts. Instead, you follow them perfectly without ever fail. Okay, so let's do that together. Tisaraṇa saddhaṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādhukam surakkhitam katva appamādena sampādetaṃ. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana. Okay, very well. Alright, so now we have 20 minutes remaining. Let's look at the book first. So can you please raise your hand, everyone who has read the first chapter? Caitlin, did you read the first chapter? What's going on? I don't hear you well. Can you please talk louder?
I haven't been here the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because of family visiting and things like that. So.
Okay. Do you think you will be able to read until the end of second chapter, until our next class?
I will try my best.
You will try your best. You can start by the second chapter so that you are ready for the second chapter, and then if you have some more time, you can read the remaining part. Thank you. Melanie, how about you? Did you read the first chapter?
No, I did not read the first chapter.
Okay, may we know what was the difficulty?
The difficulty was I forgot to do it until today at 7 p.m., which I remember, but my family was going somewhere, and also I lost the bag containing the book today, so I'll try to find that book.
Do you know that I have posted the book as PDF file in I think I have posted as PDF, right, in our Viber communication. Does anyone know that? Yes. So Melanie, can you please get the PDF and read the PDF, because you have already bought the book, so there is no problem in using the PDF, and then there will never be a problem of losing the book. Alright?
Okay, I will see the PDF in the Viber group chat.
So I can share it with you. I can share it with you over here. Can you take it from the Zoom chat? You will have it there in a few seconds. Network disconnected. It says network is disconnected, so I have to try for the second time. Let me see. Oh, successful. Do you see it? Yes. So you can download it and tell me if you can open it. Okay, so Melanie, were you able to open it? Were you able to view the document and read it? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am able to open it.
Nice. All right, so yeah, now everyone can remove your Zoom hand, please, and we can start reading our notes. So let's start by Kema Aoken. Please read just one note only. And if you have a long note, then please read just the first sentence or the first part that makes sense to you.
Chapter 1 or 2?
Chapter 1.
I mean, instead of
Excuse me?
oh wait, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you well. Are we connected well? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Well, so just please read for us a sentence of from your notes, whatever is the amount of your notes. I would just like to hear one sentence that you find most interesting and most suitable to share here with us here. And it is from the chapter 1.
Instead of reprimanding teens for behavior, we should explain to them why the behavior is bad so that they understand later in life, because the brain has to develop around things.
Nice, thank you very much. Almao.
The teenager's mind cannot make mature decisions, which can lead to like serious effects to them in the family.
Okay. Can you tell me the same thing in your own words? It was not clear.
Those were my
Sorry?
those were my own words.
I said, can you please tell me the same thing, just that what you read in your own words? Sometimes I will ask you about that if I feel I don't understand it clearly from what you have read. So just tell us the same thing, but in the way how you would say it in your words.
The teenager's mind. Teenagers can make decisions and they can have bad effects.
I don't hear you well. Can you please repeat it?
The teenagers cannot make good decisions, and that can be bad for them.
Okay. But I think that's a little bit exaggerated, right? I think she said something like sometimes they cannot make good decisions. Is that possible? Yes? Okay. Definitely teenagers can make good decisions. It's just that they need to try harder sometimes. I have received a direct message, but I do not see the mention. I see. Okay, that's good. So, Caitlin, Caitlin didn't read it. Melanie also. Tushonli, can you please read for us one of your notes?
Estrogen can cause a happy, laughing 14-year-old girl to have an emotional meltdown by the time it takes her to close her door. With boys, testosterone finds particularly friendly receptors in the amygdala, the structure in the brain that controls the fight or flight response, that is aggression or fear.
Yes, thank you very much. Tiha. Tiha, you're muted.
Compared to adults, adolescents are exposed to significant stressors in their life, such as social media and overwhelming presence of technology.
Okay, thank you. Marinda?
years, their brains go through extensive reorganization.
Excuse me, can you please say that in your own words?
During the teenagers' years,
I'm
their
trying
brains-
to hear you, but it's really hard. Can you please come closer to your microphone?
During a teenager's years, their brains go through extensive reorganization.
Yes, very well, thank you. So Sandy doesn't have her notes at this moment, so Sandy, please make sure you have notes next time, and I will read for you my what I have. So I have here the hormone tetrahydropregnanolone, DHP, usually released in response to stress to modulate anxiety, has a reverse effect in adolescents, raising anxiety instead of tamping it down. Teens may be less protected against stress compared with adults because of the way they respond to the stress hormone DHP. Instead of calming effect, the hormone stirs up additional anxiety in the teen. Actually, this second part is coming from page 140, but I added it here because it's related. Anyway, so that's what we have from our notes. Does anyone have any question or anything you would like to discuss regarding this point? Yes, Melanie?
In the 5 precepts, I noticed that in the 5th one, it's like there's like a really long word. Does like the original script include drugs? Because I'm not sure if only alcohol existed when the Buddha was there.
The precept is formulated in a very smart way, and we will see that later, perhaps when you learn the 8 precepts as well, because we have 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 10 precepts, and then we have the Patimokha, the precepts of monks. So the Buddha, when he formulated this kind of precepts, when you refrain from certain substances, from certain things, the Buddha doesn't just list those things, which is part of that rule, but the Buddha also points out any substances of that kind and explains what is that kind. So sura, meraya are 2 kinds of alcohol. Sura, meraya, majja, pamadatthana. So majja means anything that makes you drunk, and pamadatthana means anything that makes you forgetful. And forgetful means unable to be mindful. Be careful here. Forgetful doesn't mean that you forget your keys somewhere, or you forget to take your coat or take your bag. No, that's not what we mean. Absolutely not. What we mean here is mindfulness. That means be in the present moment. If it is not possible to be for you, to be in the present moment for you, if you cannot be in control over your mind, speech, and actions, then that means that you're forgetful. And that is what drugs do and alcohol does. So that's why we say we do not drink alcohol, we don't take drugs, because both alcohol and drugs remove your control that you otherwise have over your mind, speech, and body. So we want to be there in the reality as it is, and we don't want to be in illusion, thinking that the illusion is real. That's the problem. Like when you watch a TV, you know that the TV is showing, for example, a movie, you know the movie is showing you an illusion. So that's okay. But when you take alcohol, when you take drugs, you don't know that it's an illusion. You think that it's real. And that is a problem which we don't want to run into. Therefore, we never drink alcohol. We never take drugs. So pamadatthana, the last word, main point, means pamada, forgetfulness. Thana is the basis of, or the condition of. Whatever is the condition of forgetfulness. So we never drink anything that could be the condition of forgetfulness or condition for forgetfulness. Therefore, drugs are included, alcohol is included, and anything else which I cannot think of that may remove your mindfulness and turn you into a forgetful person. Is that clear now, Melanie?
Yes.
Okay, anyone has any other question, anything else you would like to say? Alright, seems clear. Today we started a little bit later. I hope I'm still not doing the Dhammapada stories even with the second group, because we are not catching up at all. And I think that we will have to make a different system. And because you're the first class this weekend, I have 4 classes. You're the first. Then I have preteens from Florida. Then I have preteens from California. Then I have teens from New York. And we have developed or invented an idea. Definitely someone else has invented it before us, but we have come to an idea with one young lady from the California preteen group, who is 9 years old. We came to the idea that we make a Facebook group where children will be drawing. So we made that Facebook group. It is already available. And the idea is that every week there will be a story. It will be a story from Jatakas, not Dhammapada that we read, something else. Jatakas are the stories of the Buddha's previous lives. And the story, I will post a story as a post, either the full story or portion of the story if it is too long. So then we could have actually one story for several weeks if it is too long. You know, I don't want the people to spend too long time with reading, because this sometimes is difficult reading. It's old English. It's difficult to understand. And then you would read that story. They are always just stories, you know. Someone had some problem, they resolved it, and then they were happy. Something in that sense. So they are always stories, and oftentimes those stories are very suitable for understanding the Buddha's teachings and a kind of like ethical guidance, what is good, what is bad, how to resolve life problems. So I would post a story like that, and your task is to read the story, and anything at all that is mentioned in the story or related to the story, either directly or indirectly, draw it. And then share the drawing with us in the comments. So then all those who would write a drawing, they would share the drawing in the comment. And therefore you would be able to see what other people drew based on the story, what you drew based on the story, and that could encourage you to enjoy the Buddhist teachings. So you read the story, you write a drawing, you share the drawing with others, others share drawing with you, and you can observe, you can watch how other people understood that story as well, and how did that imprint in their heart. How do they imagine that situation, that story, that case? What did they find most interesting, or what did they decide to draw? Because it's a story, you know. A story is like is so many things happening, you know, in time, and you draw only that one moment that you selected, that you imagined as you were reading in the story. The story can span over years and years, over 100 years, or over 20,000 years period, is explained in the story, of course, briefly. And you have to choose one single moment, one single second that you decide to draw. So those drawings can be very, very different. Also, the idea was that some people would like to draw, but the drawing is not related to the story. If it is not related because you did not understand the story, then it doesn't matter. We add it in the comments of the story anyway. But if it is not related to the story because you just didn't want to draw something related to the story, then that's no problem, because there will always be 2 posts every week. One post with the story and one post for the so-called random draw. But not because we would draw the winners randomly, but because you draw anything random. And then whatever you would like to share with others as drawing that you just drew, that you found interesting, be it doodle, right? Be it a doodle, or be it a big painting, you spent with it 5 seconds, or you spent with it 2 hours, no problem, then that would come in the second post. And that would be there every week. There would be posts like that. So that's what we want to start this week. Does anyone have any idea about that? Anything you would like to ask about this? The idea also, one more point, is that anyone can draw. It's called Buddhism Drawing for Kids, that's true, but anyone is invited to draw. Even if you are 120 years old, you are still most welcome to draw. Regardless of your age, gender, race, nationality, belief, whatever, anyone can draw. But you either draw based on the story, or you just draw whatever you like, or you just draw and then you just share it with us. But it needs to be drawn, during that week. You cannot just share with us what you drew 10 years ago. No, it always needs to be your fresh drawing. Okay, there is no duty. It's not a homework, but it's just an opportunity for you to learn very important stories from the Buddha's time, and engage in learning the Buddha's teachings with others, and learn how others view it, how others view the stories, how others think. So you also, realize that one story, one thing can be understood in different ways. And you can then, of course, comment on those pictures of others and share ideas and so on. So I will give you to everyone the link to that Facebook group. We still did not publish there any story. I hope to publish it maybe today. And then you just need to read the story, draw it. You need to take a picture of that drawing. If you didn't draw it on computer, you can draw on computer as well. And then you just post it as a comment to the post. Is there anyone who doesn't know how to use Facebook? Mrs. Peggy Tone doesn't know how to use Facebook. Okay. Would you have a friend or a son or a grandson or a daughter or a granddaughter or anyone who could show it to you if I give you the link to the group?
I seldom go on the Facebook, and I don't have friends on there except for maybe a few. But most is all Dhamma posting of Zooms and things like that. So I'm not good at posting.
No, you would not be posting. You would
Then
be just
you
commenting.
cannot draw.
You would be just commenting. So you draw, you make the picture, and then we have here so far just the update of the description. The name and the description of the group is actually from the young girl. Her name is Lyric, and she's also moderator of that group. She's 9 years old. Okay, so I will that was my decision that she will be moderator and that she will make the name and the description anyways. Okay, so the group looks like this. We can change the main picture. This is the automatically generated picture by Google. Buddhism drawing for kids. I have sent to you the link in the comments, in the where is that? In the chat box. So I will send here the story. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure it will be today. And then after I send the story, like you can do with every post, you can click on the comment button. And when you click on the comment button, then here you have a tiny little camera picture. Do you see that? And when you click on this camera picture, then you will have the opportunity to choose a picture in your you can have a picture in your desktop or wherever you want it, and there you can and then you can upload that picture to as the comment. So you do not have to write anything. You just upload the picture. If you want to comment anything, you will have to add another comment where you explain your picture. So let me see if I have a picture. Well, I have a lot of pictures, but I will have to add them in a different way. Okay, so suppose that I have a picture, I have it in a folder or somewhere, and I can drag it into the comment here. Can you see that? And then I just drop it in. So I don't. I will have to upload it in the proper way. No problem. So you will have to probably copy it in your desktop so that it is available. And then you just click on the camera the little camera picture. Then you choose your little picture that you have drawn. This is not a drawn picture. I do not draw, so for me it's very easy. And then you upload that. You upload that photo or the photo of your picture. And then you would just press enter. All right. And then you will get your picture there published in the comment. So that's how you add your pictures in the post. Mrs. Peggy Ton, is that clear now?
I think so.
All right. So you have to draw and try it out. Malini, I'm listening.
I have two questions.
Yes, please.
Can I do the story of the monk who thought he lost his eyes to his enlightenment, but he actually lost his eyes because of his past life deed?
You can, and we would add it into the random draw because it would not be related to the story that I post. The idea is that we will go Jataka by Jataka. We will look at the stories one by one. And the story that you were talking about, they're from Dhammapada. That's a different book. We have many stories in Buddhism. A huge amount of stories of basically anything you can think of. So the stories that are dedicated for this particular group are coming from Jatakas, the Buddha's previous lives. But if you draw anything else, you can add the description and you can add it into the post of the random draw. So that's fine. The main point is that you all read the Jataka stories. So Dhammapada stories is something else, and I hope to go through Dhammapada stories here with us. And I think we will go through the Dhammapada stories after you have all finished the book on Teenage Brain, because it seems that we are not catching up with time, and the Dhammapada stories require a lot of time. So we will probably either I will have to develop a different system so that we do not spend so much time with the Dhammapada stories, that we can have it done soon in a short moment, or we will read the Dhammapada stories after you finish reading the Teenage Brain book, which is the plan now with the New York Teenies group, because they are going to finish the book within a few weeks. And
Can
second,
I
yes.
add blood to my drawing?
Excuse me. Can you add
Can I add blood to my drawing?
blood? Why would you add your blood to your drawing?
To make the drawing better?
Do you mean blood like BLOOD?
Yes.
No, strictly prohibited. Never add your blood to any of your drawing, be it for our purposes or any other purposes. We do not want you to cause yourself injury. That's insane. Don't do that. Under no circumstances should you ever
No.
lose. Yes. Yes.
No. To draw blood into the paper, not to put my blood
I
on the
see.
paper.
Yes, you can draw blood. That's okay. You cannot draw blood from your veins, but you can draw blood by a pencil. Okay, nice. So we have resolved some problems. So it will be available. Hopefully, everyone can now access the group and join the group. If you have any difficulties to post your drawing, or you do not see the text of the story within the next 24 hours, please let me know in the Viber message. I will also send you link to the story directly in our Viber group. So if you cannot find it, just check the Viber group to see the link to the story. Thank you everyone for coming. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana.
Thank you, Venerable Sir, and everyone for joining for today. And before we leave, please leave the microphone and say bye to Sarah. Alright. Thank you, Venerable Sir.
Yeah.
Bye.
Venerable Sir.
Okay, very nice. Thank you.